Hey Shell Coyotes, welcome to another review. This week we're going to be reviewing topics 4 through 5, which covers division. Some vocabulary for division is dividend, divisor, quotient, and remainder. The dividend in this problem is 270. The divisor is 15, and the quotient is 18. So the dividend is the first number, it's the number that you're dividing. The divisor is the number that you're dividing by, and the quotient is the answer to your division problem. A remainder is the amount that's left over after dividing a number. So you can see I have 9 minions here, and I have them broken up into 4 groups of 2, and then there's one little guy left over. So this problem could represent 9 divided by 4, which would be 2 with a remainder of 1, because there's 2 in all 4 groups. Or it could also represent 9 divided by 2, which would be 4, because there's 2 in each group, and there's 4 groups, and there's 1 left over. On your test, you're going to see some modeling questions, where they're going to have the division problem broken apart for you. One that's going to be similar to it would be this one. Don's Donuts has 180 glazed donuts. Don wants to box the donuts to sell them by the dozen. How many boxes of donuts will Don be able to sell? You can see that they've taken the 180 glazed donuts and they've broken it up into 2 parts. I know that there's 12 in 1 dozen. So they have 12 here, and then they've separated 10 to make 120. What's left over is 60. So we have to come up with what is 12 times something equals 60. I know that 12 times 10 equals 120. Now I need to figure out 12 times what equals 60. I know that 12 times 5 equals 60. So x must represent 5. So now I can combine my 10 and my 5 to make 15, and that tells me 12 times 15 equals 180. So 180 divided by 12 must equal 15. So Don will be able to box 15 boxes of donuts. We can also solve this problem with long division. 12 will go into 1 0 times, so I have to go to my tens place. 12 will go into 18 1 time. 1 times 12 is 12. I subtract, bring down my 0. 12 will go into 60 5 times. 5 times 12 is 60. So my quotient is 15. 180 was the dividend, 12 is the divisor, and 15 is the quotient. There's no remainder on this one. You'll also have some questions on your test where you'll have to apply some knowledge to measurements. I know that there's 12 inches in a foot, so that'll help me a lot for this problem. I'm going to write that right over here. You'll be able to use your reference chart for this, like any other test. DJ measured the height of a tree. He found that the tree was 1,227 inches tall. How many feet in inches is the tree? So here I have the inches as my dividend. And I'm going to use 12 as my divisor because I know that there's 12 inches in 1 foot. And the question is asking for how many feet and inches. So my quotient is going to be the feet, and my inches in this problem is going to be my remainder. 12 will go into 1 0 times. 12 will go into 12 1 time. 1 times 12 is 12. Subtract and get 0. Bring down our 2. 12 will go into 2 0 times. 0 times 12 is 0. subtract, get 2. Bring down my 7. 12 will go into 27 2 times. 2 times 12 is 24. Subtracting get 3, so it's 102 with a remainder of 3. So that tells me that the tree that DJ measured was 102 feet and 3 inches. Alright, when you're dividing, you have to really think about what you're doing with the numbers. You can have the same division problem on 2 different questions and have 2 different answers. It sounds really confusing, but it's not if you think about what you're actually using the different items for. Here's 2 different questions that use the same problem, 40 divided by 3. Mike has 40 autographed baseballs he wants to display. Each display case holds 3 balls. How many display cases will Mike need to display all of the baseballs? So here, he has 40 balls, and he wants to put all of them on display. But each display case holds 3 balls, so we have to figure out how many display cases he'll need. Michaela has $40 and wants to buy as many candy bars as she can to share with friends at a movie. How many candy bars can she buy if each candy bar costs $3? In this problem, Michaela has a set amount of money. She has $40, and she wants to get as many candy bars as she can for $3. So let's solve this problem, and then we'll see what the 2 different answers are for these problems. 3 will go into 4 one time. 1 times 3 is 3. Subtract, get 1. Bring down our 0. 3 will go into 10 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. Subtract and get 1. So our answer is, our quotient is 13, remainder 1. Now let's look back at our questions. If Mike has 40 balls that he wants to display, and each display case only holds 3 balls, he's going to need 14 cases. If he only had 13 cases, 1 ball would not be on display. And he wants to display all of the baseballs. So for this one, he would need 14 display cases. Now let's look at Michaela's problem. Michaela has $40 and she wants to buy as many candy bars as she can to share with friends at a movie. How many candy bars can she buy if the candy bars cost $3? So she has $40. She can buy 13 candy bars and have $1 left over. She doesn't have enough money to buy 14 candy bars. She can only get 13 candy bars. She'll still have that $1 left over, but the question is asking, how many candy bars can she buy? She can buy 13 candy bars. On this test, you really need to think about the questions that you're doing and what they mean, instead of just jumping in and solving. You need to really read the question and understand what it's asking you to find, and I think you'll do just fine. You guys will do great. If you have any questions, come ask in class, and we'll be glad to help you. Alright, thanks and good luck.